Ender. It's ASCENT for the first match. How are you feeling about this one?
I am feeling great. Honestly, we've got some wild comps.
Just nicking the other person's overpeak card. Honestly, I feel like Yampy probably did that. Right, chat, we're going to do this. I need you lot to tell me if the sound needs to go higher or lower after the pistol rounds. Okay, but we'll keep it here for the moment. Koi on defense, Navi on attack, Insta B main control. I might keep a lot of eyes on this.
What is that? Through the smoke. Now that's the first kill of VCT EMEA 2023, everybody.
See, Ned kicks it off. These two teams playing, yeah, for the season, playing for everything, but also for the first win in the Coliseum. It's going to be a lot of fun as Wolfen tries to fight a little bit into AMA. Navi are still spread out.
Yeah, a little bit of delay on this one. They'll fix it, chat. Again, they got the overpeak card, it's fine.
Into a split A hit.
Yeah, quite a pivot already now towards this A site. Obviously, there's two players holding out onto short, but it's some early impact. Just Wolfen not afraid to take these fights.
Oh, the timing on this is crazy.
With his pants down, that's the first pick going their way, but obviously traded, leaving stuck. So
nice trades. Where's Angel got this kill as well? Over towards bottom middle. So Koi decided to go. Okay, chat. Because it's delayed, you're definitely going to say put it down, right?
Navi get it done to kick things
where do you reckon it should actually be?
What a way for that to happen. CNED with a kill through smoke, and the rest.
You want some more delay? I can't do that one for you. Keep it down. Okay, we'll put it to like here at the moment, and then we'll come back. We'll come back maybe when the audio is fixed.
Looked like absolutely nuts, but then also the reaction there after his teammate dies, instantly swinging over. It's a very good way to kick off this first map.
Refresh stream, dude. That's not going to change anything.
Hey, we saw them in lock-in, right?
Right.
Obviously, Koi, we've only seen them play one match.
Go to the main channel. Hey, chat, I'm well lazy. Someone link it.
Previous Optic Core, some of the best, one of the best teams in the entire
world. Tough competition for sure.
But Navi had a quite deep run.
Yeah, they absolutely did, and eventually falling to Fnatic.
Oh god, you're all getting banned.
Who won the entire thing? That's the only
you're all getting banned.
So exactly. They've got a lot to
say
for themselves.
Oh, chat, that was well easy. I'm sorry, that's my bad.
And I think from Navi, what we're going to see a
what is chat? What is this?
Once again, trying to play through this wall. Maybe get a flash later on after the info you gather from Wingman. The mosh pit and the C4. The fragment from KO. There's nowhere to go. That's a nasty combo.
Doesn't get more uncomfortable than that, that's for sure. Shados loses his head as soon as he's able to rip it apart very early. But of course, with one defending the sites and of course lesser weaponry on Koi, you can't expect.
Okay, someone actually give me the YouTube link. I actually need it this time. Okay, thank you.
And
oh my goodness.
Sure that's all she wrote.
Should be pretty short words.
Chinese copy and paste this because it opens something different.
Navi comp is they do lack a little bit in terms of the overall information, right? They do have some tools, but they don't have that typical killjoy you see on the map, maybe a Fade or a Sova on the opposite side. So there are right, they do have some tools.
There we go, we're back. As easy as that.
Maybe a Fade or a Sova on the opposite side. So there
in terms of what we missed, pissed around Navi, Eco, didn't see how many people died. Doesn't look like many, 2 died.
Through spawn just takes you so long. So you oftentimes end up seeding almost the entire site.
Yeah, and that's where
one died.
To the Logitech power-up round of this game. We've got obviously some guns coming in. This is where the interesting part of this match starts. We get to see some rifle.
No Rickroll. Yeah, I put way too much trust in you, but honestly, respect for whoever did the right link. Okay, in terms of this one, we get to see our fast fall by. Chat, this is a different volume thing. I'm gonna put it here, and then we'll assess again after.
A lot of this was like the sheriff buys in the last round, which more teams are gonna go for sheriffs, marshals, these types of things, because going for light armor just sort of guarantees you to have rifles almost every single round of the game. Navi had a couple back in round number 2 that are gonna carry over.
Okay, in terms of this, it's just the normal one that Fnatic do. They buy some guns into it, and it's looking really good. We only already have the Spectre, so it's a very nice bonus from them. Good chance to get good chance to snowball.
Angel was very far forward towards that A site, and you know, a lot of people were sort of talking about the first deaths he had in lock-in.
Yeah, he does like to take those early fights. We'll see if it ends up happening. CNED's been able to lodge himself in a main really good position, but not quite.
Chat, someone keep an eye on the Twitch though, because if that does fix, I want to go back. I swear the streaming quality is not as good here.
He falls immediately.
Double-sided push onto this A site. Kodamenta holding on, doubles it up, and now Koi with a clear advantage. Navi, how do you enter through here? Still got the assistance of Suigetsu on the sideline, but it's Ip and an Angel to find the following kills. Suigetsu.
Okay, Suigetsu 1-on-2 has Spike.
Yeah, he's going to pivot all the way back over to the B side.
Okay, Alarmbot's going to give them info though.
Trigger on him in mid, so they're very well aware of what's going to happen. He was hoping to find a shot, find something, because that door is still trapping him here.
Suigetsu. Let's see if you can find the first clutch
15
of 2023 here in EMEA.
10 seconds
Nothing
left.
to work with. The retake, not a lot for Koi to try and play with either, but they've got each other.
They're moving in quickly, and
Ooh,
Suri
nice swings though. Nice swings on top of this. 6 HP with survive on.
That's going to be Koi.
But in terms of this, very good bonus, right? Very good bonus. Going to get a huge swing around right now.
Of course, finishes off the round with a 3K.
Yeah, it is. But it's also better than delayed audio. So until they fix the mainstream, we'll stick with it.
I think it's very good, especially if this team keeps trying to split their way into the A site where they're committing 3 people on catwalk and only 2 through main.
Yeah.
That can leave those players very vulnerable, especially trying to get the timing right into the site. So swinging late out of wine could absolutely snap
Power
people
up.
inside their heads if they're not being diligent clearing that one out.
I think now we need to put some emphasis onto ultimates, right? Because
Okay.
this is the stage of the game where they start to appear.
Yeah.
CNED with Blades helps out with economy. You've got Zipan. Close to that no command can deny quite a bit. But I think the most important part is that kill deal. Lockdown.
In terms of the big buy rounds,
Lockdown just one off and
mid split, dude, it's so hard to keep up.
But the Gekko,
Oh, the wingman comes up on the mini map. That's cool. So wingman goes in, checks this corner. Flash for middle, swing off it. Only one person here.
Definitely putting pressure onto Koi here.
I really love that play though. As a dive bomb shark, what was that from Wolfen trying to pinch on down? They had Trex flashing over the top of the smoke too, but a little bit disjointed there. Still, I respect the effort.
It's
That's a fun one.
respectable. I think we can say that much. And if it worked, it would have been marvelous. But for now, we hold. And so do Koi here. You can see Coldamenta very pushed up here into this A site.
Okay, we'll ignore it.
The defense of that site is down to him, the gatekeeper.
That was crazy disjointed. I would love to have heard I would love to have heard the comms here to know who was at fault fully. But even the fact that the smoke came in with the flash, it was just a clear close. So the fact we saw this move was madness, in my opinion.
And then, of course, you can't peek from deep CT because this Viper wall either. So I really like the way Navi
because it was all just a clear close.
Yeah, and,
Alright, Desperez, thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Okay, going in towards the side, as we can say, we are playing off it. So, can they get anything through the smoke? We do have the eye, right? No, we don't have the eye. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, he gets 2 just straight up through the smoke. What the hell is that?
That's insane. Shadows finding 2 there. Very low time on the clock and only 3 players alive.
Oh, he might even be able to use a lockdown, but Angel's pushing up very aggressively. Coldamenta putting him to bed quickly, but still, look how far Navi are going to play this. They're not going to let their opponents sit up. Not at all. So we get to alone, but not able to win that second clutch.
How has Shadows done this?
To double up their rounds.
That's
If you're
incredible.
down numbers after planning that spike, you have to play forward on the B site. You can't allow yourself to get tracked back.
This wasn't even Trados. He didn't even need to trade.
Like that. So
What is it when he gets people without trades?
It just doesn't matter when Koi are
Vactos.
diligent, trading off one
Then
another,
we
playing
must have
very
something better than
nicely in that 3 versus 2 situation to bring things back to even. And once again, Shadows. He had the 3K in the
That's
round.
just
Previous
him, just
there, he's finding
the
2
Shadows.
kills through smokes. Just a beast.
Color blindsided, thank you so much. Slaydos. Oh, nice.
Now I'll be
Respect,
interested to
chat.
see how
Respect.
Navi pace themselves, right?
Chat,
they've
it's a
so
power-up
far
round.
quite hold back.
We
You know,
got the
they've got this
buy-in.
Ability to try and bait out a lot of utility off of their opponents, and hope that they dry up until the latter stages of the round. And that's what we've mostly been seeing. But they're also notorious for
This
the
knife
up in pace, which is exactly what we're seeing here. Very aggressive
Uh-oh.
onto the safe side.
Oh wow, Trex able to find 1 there, and Wolfen, we've seen him so many times, wants to go for that aggressive peak, but no. Up numbers, 5 versus 4, no reason to throw yourself.
This was a weird round.
line. That's the type of play you
They tried to fake that it was a fast A, especially with the ult sound.
A tale as old as time as they try to re-peek into mid and just narrowly miss on that.
Yeah, they see Cena, they're like, I'm not sure I want to go up against a Turkish jet.
Oh no, is this alarm bot actually behind the Viper wall too?
Okay, in terms of this, Navi cannot buy next.
Wouldn't be of much
If they
value
lose.
as Xiao makes quick work of Wolfen there.
Nice
Oh
little
my
flash
god.
drive, allowing
The
Cena
flash
to
timing was actually really good.
further forwards.
There is no one on site, but there's 4 people here, so they're going to retake real fast.
Further into tree, but the A site is what it's being given to them. We're looking at a
They
4
should
versus
retake
4
real
there.
fast.
Yeah,
No,
could
okay,
be
they
a
just
quick
want to hold
retake
on
though
to
with
short, and now
lockdown.
they can use the
Don't
ult.
wanna drop that one in, but look at the control, the fight over
Oh,
tree.
boy.
So Getsu getting that kill shuts down any option to
It's
use
so
the lockdown.
important.
It's so easy for the players near Switch and Cat to crunch in on tree and make that happen. So
Okay, they still
that
go
comes
for it
down
as well.
fairly late and fairly deep too.
It essentially
They
funnels
still
them
go for it, use
into
the ult, but they have
heaven
no
side, where
block of vision
potentially
over
Navi's there
towards
waiting.
main. So yeah, they can literally just all go main and just take the jewels. How is Angel got 2 here?
Blinking, you miss it.
Oh
That's
my
NAVI
goodness.
on top.
Absolutely nuts, just shutting it down. Lockdown doesn't even matter from main. Angel is able
The
to get
keybinds
the
being
job
EMEA.
done.
Oh, that's nice.
That's
Yeah,
an
that's a good
important one
touch.
too. I really think Sugetsu getting that kill in mid was the breaker in that round. Made so much more pressure, and there you can see the shot. Very aware
Nah,
of what's
just
going
USB
down,
at the
and
moment.
actually that second kill.
Is
I
it
didn't
better
quite see
without
the
it?
first time around, but that was
I
nasty.
imagine
and
it is
he
better
knows
without it.
that was gross.
Hey, look. Out of everything that happened that round, what made me most happy was a wingman spike plant.
That's so true. And honestly, like, for
Oh
whatever
my.
I could,
Dude, there's some crazy
okay,
jewels. There are some
fighting it,
crazy,
I guess.
crazy
why not?
Trex,
jewels
slow down
in
a bit,
this.
buddy.
Stream volume too low.
Wow.
I can put it
Bottom
up
mid,
slightly.
Absolutely rolling.
We'll put it to
I'm
like
curious
here.
to
Let's see what
I
it's
think
like
a lot
after
of
that.
times when I've seen this Viper on attack on Ascent, I see her try to have a lineup to throw that orb bottom mid.
Yeah, there's
And
a
what
lot
it
of
can
like,
do is
there's a
actually
lot of
really
just
punish teams that like to play forward,
straight
'cause
up
you have full control of
angels
when you
going
throw up
down.
and when you drop that smoke. But they're not doing that this time around. I think they've used maybe the Omen smoke before, but it would give them another option to sort of counteract that heavy mid aggro at start of round.
So Trex is taking the hit. They need to be a little bit careful. Trex is low HP. I mean, there's 3 people low HP. Although this is a 2-on-4, this could easily go wrong for Koi, and it's so important, right? If they lose this, they have to eco, so they need to be really careful here.
Navi's number, really.
No reason for Cold to peek here. Just wait and trade off the teammates. Same thing with Sarso. You can see not actually holding that
chill.
angle for the time being.
Yeah.
It's a very deep off angle, and it's just Shao in a 1v3.
Yeah, Shower. This is a difficult one.
30 seconds left.
And I think there's not much more to be said after that. Maybe to save. You know, the economy on both sides isn't comfortable. So a rifle in his hands.
Oh no, he's going for it still.
I mean, I have to respect the way Koi have played with a numbers advantage, especially. Like, when they're down numbers, they're taking more risky plays. When they're up in numbers, like, they're in very good position, so they don't give a single option over to actually throw around.
Left.
Wait a minute. Yeah, no, okay.
They're fine. So
Yeah,
this
they're
is
fine,
something
they're fine.
Koi have been doing regularly. I believe they're
The
closing.
door
they haven't been on their
actually,
POV, but I
the
believe
door
they're closing
actually
that door
stopped him
as
from
they
doing
leave
this sometime.
the site
Maybe he
and
didn't have
rotate
it
over
either
to
way,
A,
but
hit ends up coming through. And it, as you can see twice now, it's just added
Feels
so
like the
much
door
more
might have
time,
stopped
added
him.
pressure of, you know, if you're planting in a 1v2,
Yeah,
1v3,
I think it
those
did.
rotations are coming in quicker because you have to spend 3 seconds blasting down the door, reloading your weapon, then running into site, planting. It's just so frustrating.
And it all just started from.
this was nice though.
right
Just a
here.
heavy
Trex.
shutdown early on.
Just peeking
Double
mid.
angel from
That's as
bottom mid,
simple
and
as
they
that.
had a
Obviously,
double
adds
swing
support
over
from
towards short.
more
It
pressure
was
from
pretty
multiple
cool.
sidelines.
They've been taking a mid
But,
a
the
lot,
fact that
especially with
Koi are
Gekko.
comfortable with
Now they're
playing
going to go
pressure
for
in
something
mid. We've seen
aggro as
a lot
well.
of NA teams
Flash,
kind of like to use that maneuver.
flash, dash, and then
Koi
maybe
bringing
Omen
that to the
flash.
arsenal
Ooh,
is
aggro mid.
Pretty nice, and we're seeing that again, but a different variation of it. Wolfen will get shut down
Weird,
quickly.
weird
Shao
variation of it, yeah.
What
quickly to
happened?
deal with that one.
Yeah, I mean, he's just going to let Thrash rip up mid, but I don't know. I think the flash was perfect.
I
over
like
the
this
top
as well.
of,
This is how you kind of play
Tiles
this.
right
Or
there.
you want to
I don't know
go
if
in,
Wolfen
you want to
maybe
get
got
info
caught
when
by
there's
the flash or
nothing there.
something,
You just
'cause
go back to
updrafting
yourself.
there
You can
was
pick it
not
up,
it.
and nothing too crazy. So that's
Yeah, quite lapse
it's a
in
good little
judgment.
tech that you can do just to kind of make sure that you get your ult back early, right? You get 2 into the
Navi
round, just go get some map control, come back, make sure you don't jump on yourself, and then yeah, then you have the ult again. So it's like a free Skydog that comes back to you, like a boomerang Skydog. Lovely flash. You don't need to do any more though. They do not need to do any more. And the big thing is they killed the ult that got reset as well. So very nice. Good little setup.
Yes, an ult command comes in, but why take on this fight?
Oh, Shadows is
Oh,
right
Shadows is all
and
over it.
destroys Angel. Heard
Nice
everything
reaction, but
that was
again,
going
Killjoy
down.
just
2 versus 3 is not
staying
unplayable
so
for
strong with
Navi,
this one.
But they're running straight into the Killjoy setup, and those mollies won't actually let you out of door. That's
Why
a
is
lot
Slader
of time.
still getting me?
Shadows
Good
go
amount
by.
of info here as well.
And that alarm bot just
Can
triggers.
Omen
They know exactly what's
get
going
here
on.
in time to help?
The
Double setup here.
Dagger doesn't
Gonna
catch out
stop
the
them.
Killjoy either.
Wow.
Nanoswarm delay,
I'm
Shadows
really
there
surprised
with his
Sugetsu
gun,
decided to send that.
pulling the trigger
And the
against
one way
smoke.
as well.
Drops a
Really,
classic, but
really
it's
nice.
Coleman
Nice
to
reactions
finish the
from
job.
Koi.
Up against Zipan, it's Koi with a lead.
That was brutal what they just did to them right there. The lockdown, and I mean, I like the idea from Angel to try and get that ult over to the A site, because I do believe that Shadows has been rotating
Hunter
fairly
NA,
quickly.
what's up, dude? Thank you so much.
Koi do
Welcome
notice
into the Slug
spike,
Club with the
but
Prime.
actually caught
Appreciate
at
it.
just the
I'm gonna put
wrong
this
time.
here for a
Shadows
little
is
bit. Thank you,
literally
dude.
in motion, leaving the site through tree. Then here's the ult. Instantly turns around, is able to lock him out.
And it's a shame we didn't really get to see too much value.
That
coming
forces
out
them
from the
down to
Thrasher
Nico. We
Shao,
have a
right?
hero
Because
gun,
he
so
was
we'll
able
keep
to-
an eye on
well,
CNET.
he picked it up once, right? He used it in
They're
mid,
being
didn't
very
find anyone,
proactive
didn't
with a lot of
capitalize
Trex's
on that
util.
with a push, and then didn't get a chance to use it over in B due to the collapse from Starkster and Trex.
Made things really tough for them.
In terms of the Viper Wall was good, but I do like the adaptation that Koi is doing in terms of every single time they're having the alarm bot in front of it, right? So a lot of time it's meant to like cut it off if it's like the normal one or anywhere back here. The fact they're doing it in front of it just gets full information. They don't really have to worry. So I like that from Koi. Made of berries as well. Thank you so much. 16 months. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. That's what he envisioned when he did the move over towards middle. That was really nice. Nicely done here again. 3 people alive, got a rebuy 2, but in terms of money, that's pretty good.
Look, we might just be 8 rounds in, but I'm going to make a bold prediction that Koi may be the most fun team to watch.
Yeah, they're very... Dude, they're so aggro. It's like when they know where they are, they just flash on them. So the kind of move that we saw over towards middle where he did the crunch is making a lot more sense. Like that, their game plan is to literally just jump on them when they know where they are. Right, KO flash, Omen flash. Dude, this was so sick.
That is gorgeous. And the amount of utility that the attackers kind of spent to enter that site was...
This has been very impressive.
Had to spend 2 players to look behind, and obviously they couldn't hear, see, and had their skulls being crushed by lead. Oh, crazy stuff. I feel like here, this is Na'Vi trying to slow down the pace. It's Koi that's caught them off guard a couple of times so far. The past 2 pushes, wherever they try to go, they get greeted with aggression.
The thing is, it's not even necessarily like always on the same timers or anything. It's not like start of round, Wolfen's doing something crazy. That was mid-hit, right? As they're trying to work into tree, they're instantly getting flanked. You don't run into that very often. And I think this is something that it is characteristic of Wolfen.
How many rounds did Na'Vi need? Do you know what? I'm not even sure because I have no idea about the Gekko on defense. I imagine they're just gonna, like, you know when Loafer showed it in that video and they're just like throwing it up in the air? I imagine that is probably how they're gonna do a lot of it, but in theory you can take a lot of map control. But I also don't really know how good it is. They don't really have a sentinel, so like the mid Lark is going to be really strong. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they might even need more than 5 in my head, but we'll see. The Viper's going to help a lot.
Obviously, we saw Koi
CNED getting off as well. Yeah, I just don't really know for sure. Okay, this is the first time they decide to not have the alarm bot over towards middle. They have mixed it up. So, although Na'Vi did their pause, and a lot of the pause was to go break this alarm bot, because you know when, who was it? It was Sugetsu, or maybe it was Shao, I can't remember. When he went over towards middle and they found it, so they knew that the alarm bot was in front of it. So that's the information that Doom Bros has laid over to Na'Vi, was go break this alarm bot, we need pressure towards middle. Koi, 1 step ahead, know that that's most likely what they're going to do. They change up their setup. So that's pretty cool.
Of course, Wingman can go for a plant, and they do have the Viper ult in the post. That's going to be something that may be difficult to work through for Koi.
Big change of pace for them for sure.
Yeah, it's a nice hit.
Takes charge of the side. Oh, uncomfortable. Ends up low. And it's
oh my god, the turret has chimed in.
Trex picks up 1 as well. Na'Vi on the hot seat with only 3 against the 5 of Koi.
Sugetsu is playing A main, so they're not actually going to use the ult here. No pit.
Little dude, bro, cracks me up, man. He does check underwater heaven. Dude, Shao 1v4.
Very late, which leaves Shao to try and do this all by himself. Up against 3, but impossible. And it's the bot that is the MVP of that round.
Absolutely nuts. The turret doing all the work there. As
someone shoot the turret.
I can't help but feel like Na'Vi maybe a little bit split in decision making. Sugetsu seems like he realized after the
someone shoot this turret. Why are they taking the whole side and not shooting the turret?
Very unfortunate situation to be in, because I thought
he got hit a little bit. So Zipan hit him with the knife, right? And then he went out of range, so it didn't shoot for a while. And then no one actually shot the shot the turret itself. Yeah, he was knifed, I think, and then he went out of range. And then he went back in. Dude, that's so funny.
It has been so many of them. Which is crazy because
Na'Vi and turrets. Oh yeah, it's actually the same. It's the same fort.
A lot of these kills are with Vandals as well.
Oh, nicely done from Wolfen. Gets out as well. In terms of this one, it is a good low buy. Their loss bonus is so high, right? It's 2-9. Uh-oh, it's 2-9, so that's why they're kind of buying down to this amount.
Trying to square up that numbers advantage now. Down equal. Wolfen just updrafts on top of a smoke and picks off Angel.
Yeah, Wolfen really evened this one back up. It's a huge kill, chat. Over towards the smoker should be very hard for them to get into sights. right? These kind of crossfires become very, very important. I would like to see them go and just do a 2-2 crossfire, but again, they're doing this new setup where they don't have any mid control, so that's why they're kind of sticking like this.
But I don't think that's something Koi do with a numbers advantage. You can see they've seeded mid control.
Oh, nice Omen smoke to stop them from going in and go over towards the site where there's 3 of them. That's pretty good.
And look for another peek into mid, but even that might be a little
Wall
bit.
comes in. Coldament still has Omen flash. It might be pretty important here.
Sure. And, you know, there's a lockdown available.
Trex has ult as well.
Tough cookie to crumble for sure.
Yeah, the post plant's not going to be fun. They have to get Trex and not actually lose a player on there.
Yep. Shadows spotting out Trex.
Yeah,
No
nice.
command.
This was a
That's
nice
Trex
round.
now. Very
Just
important.
walked all the way in.
Keep that
I'll be honest,
players
chat. I think Koi misplayed this one, but it's
Yeah,
still
that's fantastic. I think they
it's still
contact all
doable.
the way up to stairs.
How the turntables. And now it's a 2v3. No command ready here for Koi. This is all possible for them. Will the no command be expended here by Shados? Obviously. Knowing that all 3 players are on site is the most important part.
They've got a lot of time. They can time out this KO ult and then decide to go for it if they want.
That's exactly what they've done. No more no command available.
Here
The
it is.
lockdown drops. And look
Pushing
at
stairs.
CNED. He's pushing together with Zipan, and they'll be able to take it down. But they don't want to show their position. Not just yet. Peeking out through
Oh my, okay, I liked it. And the thing is, Navi were a little bit ahead of it as well. They didn't want to shoot it instantly because they knew it was going to be a setup, so they tried to get as much space as possible. But Slados is actually unbelievable. Chat, what score is he on?
The very last possible moment.
But Cordamenta was
He's on
was 2
15
steps
to
ahead of him.
4.
It doesn't matter.
He was waiting
Oh
for them to
my
do that.
god.
The double swing from sidewalk, from logs right there.
Beautiful.
Destroys it. 15-4 is Shados. Oh man. I mean, not even getting the first kill is like, okay, no, I'll deal with
Looking
CNED first, come
crispy.
back. You know, I'm finished playing with my food now. Get the second one. Easy does it.
Okay, it was just a low buy though.
Wolfen is
So,
just the
but this,
wealthiest
I mean,
man
this
on
is
Earth.
very impressive. It's only been 1 buy round for Navi at the moment. Dude, you take away pistol. This is a 9-1
Now
in
Navi.
theory.
In mid. They've lost that clutch, even though that round seemed to be falling in their favor. It can be a little bit heartbreaking. Let's see if they can draw it right back up. Obviously, Angel.
Again, I do think Koi misplayed that before, where they could have held better crossfires, but honestly, that kind of covered it up. Angel is still so crazy. He takes so many risks on the Omen, but that was an insane shot.
But look at this speed push. 2 defending for Koi. Shadows looking to respect. Cloud burst,
Ooh,
but
this
no,
was nice.
they
Dude,
drop
these
further
smokes are really
backwards.
good from
Still hold
Coldamenter
on to
every
this
single
market
time as well.
position, and maybe look to push in once again. Poison Cloud,
Stockster
they
has to
wanna
go
kill off the
huge
player
here.
on site before
I
they
feel a
enter.
bit sorry
But
for him.
it's
He's
so
literally on
much
an
time for
island
Koi
on his
to
own.
move back to this B site, but no, they're
Has to
lingering.
somehow
That
kill
pushes
one.
something
If he
further.
does
They're
2,
questioning
he's
whether there's a rotation in from
there was a
Navi.
nice flash
Navi
in
pushes
here,
to the
though.
site, gets
There
the
was a
kill.
nice
The
flash in
spike
there.
plant will be
It could have
theirs, and
been
Koi
a team
is on the
flash,
back
but
foot.
actually no, it wasn't. It was from Trex. It was nice.
A little bit isolated in logs.
Yeah, this round's done now,
He's
pretty
got a
much.
crossfire
Should
with
be
Angel.
impossible. They got no util, they got a nade only.
Peek out in time. Shao, first kill of that fight. Cordamenta and Trex are dead men walking. Trex, peek your
Nice round from
Bye,
Angel.
bye.
Again, a
Angel.
little bit crazy over towards middle, but he does hit the shot.
Very nicely done there. Having to gamble a little bit through the one-way. But pinching down onto the site, shutting out Starkso from the round. He's able to lock that up. And it all starts off with Angel just absolutely murdering Wolfen. Wolfen having a bit of a tough go of things. A lot of the plays have been fun, have been clever working with the team, but the kills just have not been there. And when Angel is just taking these opening fights, it's one of those crazy things. It's like, he's on smoke. Surely you don't want him taking the opening fights, right? Because
Oh
it puts
boy.
you in a position where maybe you lose
Fast
that war
round
say,
and they
okay,
go
first
for
of
a
all,
mid
we
crunch
control
as well.
second
It's going to be
ball. Angel's just
interesting.
gonna kill
What's the
enemy
reaction from
offer.
Trex?
We
Good
have
knife.
full faith in him
Perfect
to
knife.
do
It
it.
might stop them
Hard to
fully.
judge him too harshly for that one.
Yeah, and they push middle with it as
Wolfen.
well, so really good.
He's just comfortable enough to push through mid like that.
Yeah, they kind of did the
Of course, he had
perfect
the
strat for
support
what
from
was
Shaw,
going
but
on, and again,
How it worked out,
just
I
like
have
the
no
setup
clue.
from
Now-
Koi, just the
now
perfect
entering
people in the
B
perfect
side.
places.
Trying to pull his team in with him, but he dies
He's
before his team has a
he is
chance to
on
cross through
one.
that smoke.
I've never seen
just
someone
really
dominate
picking
this
them
much
up.
in a half at the moment. It's so much
he's just
impact.
picking
It's
them up
crazy.
One by one, Koi. End off the half, 8-4.
What did they end on? 21 to 5?
8-4 to
No,
kick it
18
off
to
here
5. Dude,
in
where
the
I just gave him 3
Coliseum.
extra
You
kills.
gotta love to see that. Koi really
Okay.
were
Well,
popping
either
here,
way,
especially
either
Shadows,
way, that's pretty
18
impressive.
kills after 12 rounds. That's crazy.
It's the skin,
That is
maybe.
bad indeed. Okay, well, okay, Navi.
Chat, what a
we
half.
know they've got,
Ooh,
potential to
8-4
come back from this,
and
right?
Navi
This
1
is
pistol.
not the end of the
That
road.
is
Now they're
an
on the
insane
defense.
half. ASCENT was picked by NAVI as well.
Sure.
I would just like to
Just
confirm
seeing
that.
how they work this comp, and they have so many tools to stall out side hits, but not that much in terms of reliable information. So how they're able to play for that is going to be something we'll have to continue tracking, because what Koi have got, it's standard, it's by the books, you know it's going to be strong.
That is true.
What are you
That is
saying?
true.
Desfred's
I'm
still
impressed by
messed up on
Koi,
Twitch?
Right, they're known for these early starts, and I think what a lot of people have in their mind is them being able to keep that momentum, keep it going in their favor, and try to close out this map. I think it's really important, because imagine, right, I'm probably getting ahead of myself right now, but this is Koi potentially getting a win against NAVI in the first match of the EMEA, and that would be quite a confidence booster.
We'll have to see if they're able to close it out. We do have Yinzu standing by with Simple, though, so let's go over to her.
That is right. Thank you very much,
Thanks, Enda
and Pavlos. I'm joined by the one and only Simple. Hi, Sasha.
Hi.
Welcome to the arena. That's right. Give him a cheer. Give him a cheer. So the rumors are correct then. Are you moving to Valorant anytime soon? We're going to be able to steal you?
Probably no, because there's a new CS game. So I just come in here to visit and watch how everything's set it, you know.
Okay, Valorant fans, I tried, okay? I gave it my best. Now, what do you make of this new arena? Is the day one? We're just open. What do you make of the stage and everything?
Yeah, I enjoyed so much, because last time, been in 2016 when I played for Team Liquid, I've been in League of Legends, Riot Studio, and now it's next level.
Yeah, this is cool. It's a cool experience.
Yeah, it's beautiful music, beautiful lights and all of this.
Are you sure you don't want to play here? Are you sure? 100%?
I actually wanted. I told TND just stand up a bit, just for one map, but said, no, I got this.
Speaking of the map, Shao, he played Gekko. What do you make of Gekko right now? What do you make of this agent?
I actually watched NAVI practice like yesterday, and I finally understand how Goku, right? Goku works, and I think they're gonna. I think it's overpowered.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Simple. I'm going to see if they can actually turn it around in the second half. Back to you, Ender and Pavlos. Thank you. You're the best. You're the go. You're the go.
Thank you.
You're the go.
I'm pretty sure we've got like an entire comp over with cosplayers over in the corner. We've got a Killjoy, Jet, a Fade. We've got everything.
Pretty neat, pretty neat.
We're really doing it all. I love the setup. I love seeing everyone in person, the teams in person as well.
Great, man. We've been waiting for this for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is turning out to be quite an interesting match for the first map of the day. Obviously, NAVI being a heavy favorite coming into this, not having the greatest of starts, right?
What a legend,
having their
though.
number, a few set plays here and there.
Let's just rename it to Goku.
I am always hesitant to react heavily after the
Goku.
yeah, especially with NAVI moving over towards the defense.
Okay, here we go.
Books, like
Here we go. 8-4 in terms of this one. Pistol. So, yeah, I'm a bit worried for NAVI just because no Sentinels. They're going to have to try and get a lot of info, and they're going to have to try and manpower someone middle. They went for a fast B. Knife goes in, insta shutdown. It hit 4. I'm pretty sure it hit 4. So they take a bit of map control over towards A main and reaction, but that's about it. And again, mid is really important. They have to kind of put a pass in here. So Koi can play around with this a lot. I'm expecting to see some kind of late Lux at one point. And yeah, they don't really have to do too much middle. Like literally just smokes and just a bit of util could work all right for them. But we'll see. Knife hit 3? Okay. Yeah, okay, that explains why they didn't take as much map control. Still pretty nice that they got aim from this, though. Okay, Gekko on defense in theory is where it struggles, but we'll see. If this is somehow a 3-man molly, I'll take it all back.
Much bit dropping. That's going to delay.
Ooh, I like that.
But with a dash, he's left Wolfen to pass by. Cnet with behind the smoke. Somehow
NAVI, I like this. The idea with the smoke. I'm calling that the boaster smoke. He got a 3K from there in the finals. Just one that kind of leaks over a little bit, so you can play this corner. Definitely a kind of new meta smoke. I'm not sure if he was the first ever person to do it, but I liked it a lot.
Could be picked up easily.
Do a lot of damage here. No flashes for Zipan to get into the fight, so it's going to be all about the guns, and switching over to the Frenzy is perfect, especially on how low these players are. Sugetsu has to be able to find Stark, so... Okay,
it feels like it's a very important 2v3. They're super low and they have a Frenzy. Oh, that is not how you want the Frenzy to go. Okay, Zipan.
Not really anticipated to be in
Oh
that
my,
position,
nice
but
double
the
swing as
double
well.
stack
Maybe
there
lined
from
up, but we
Koi
didn't get to
allows
see
him
the
to
shot.
pick up
So
the second pistol on
that's
this
nice.
map.
In terms of this though,
Redirect from
chat,
Koi, back in the
1-1
tree,
pistol when it's
finding where Navi may be a little
9-4.
bit weak and punishing it.
This is
At
very
the same time, I do
dominant.
have to, okay, right, they win pistol. Let's do a little Gekko timeout. Let's see what he was trying to do there, because he obviously ended up falling right next to Switch, but similar to how Lothar on the desk was talking about how you can throw the flash like straight up in the air and then try to reclaim it.
Yeah,
very
they lined up a
quickly.
little bit with the swing here, but it didn't look too bad. Again, when you're trying to swing with two people, let's just say this is the angle, this is the two, this is the one. You want to try and swing with the person who's closest goes far, and the person who's back goes fast, right? That's in an ideal world, this is what it is, but also like pressure situations can be a little bit hard, but that's kind of how you want to do it. Right, move the crosshair away, and then have a little swing.
Still having your peripherals gives you so much, because you know where you are, you know where you can.
In terms of this, we have rifle. We're saving again for another rifle unless they're trying to do some kind of op buy. So yeah, they got one person that doesn't mind. Basically, this buy up here, it's pretty much old Fnatic. And you can just have, well, kind of, they invest one more than Fnatic. So they're going a little bit safer. They're fine with 3 people dying, it is basically the plan for this. And then bonus, they're going to try and have 3 rifles. Right, this will be a rifle, and in theory, they save both these rifles. So trying to plan ahead for this one.
Except for the Smite Vandal, which is questionable at best.
Alright, well, Trex holds off CNED, the only member of Navi with a gun, so this should be fairly simple and straightforward for Koi, but with Navi coming in,
oh my god, that was nearly just straight up spam.
Falling their way.
I'm worried we're going to see nothing from the Gekko in this game.
Passive, they don't need to take any of these trades, it's clear.
Gekko flash goes
in.
in.
To be taken. Even if their opponents are just pushing through smokes, but this is somewhere where
they
it may
got
get
that
dangerous.
assist
They're running
there.
out of time, so they need to get these kills quickly. They've gotten 2. Can they triple it up? Shadows able to change his position.
Of course, he's just popping still.
Behind him.
Really nice from Shados and Starkso, right? Both very close to their ults. They keep the 2 rifles that we talked about, and we should have a 3rd one getting bought as well from Kodamenta.
Koi winning pistol after going up.
Let's double check.
Fantastic way to kick it off, and they're going to be able to fight here. I wonder. They could only upgrade into a 3rd rifle. So there's a world in which Koi, because they're up 10-4 here, decide not actually to go for the upgrade and go for the fight into this round. I think in most situations you would, and I think the whole idea around like bonus rounds is somewhat expired.
Oh no. Okay, so they don't buy. This is interesting. They don't buy a 3rd rifle. They decide to buy an extra Spectre, so they actually have very good money. They're treating this like a full bonus. Honestly, they had the option to buy a rifle here, especially with the light armor, but
there it is again.
Just treating this as a full bonus, so important must win for Navi. And yeah, this is the kind of tech that you're seeing as well. We've seen some Gekko tech for sure, in terms of just straight up. That means that you can pick it back, and then obviously with the ult, we saw it where it returns back to sender.
They are close, but there you have him, using it again.
Just a shout out to observers here, really highlighting Gekko. Obviously, this is one of the first times we see him in competitive play.
Yeah, they cleared B main of it, get the smoke out.
And Mel, by the way, for everybody watching.
Like the camera work
Knife goes in short, only hits 1, and that's in theory the left.
I don't really know how to feel.
Yeah, it's a change of pace, right? Okay, well.
Okay, so we're going to have a B fake into an A here.
Check out the one-way on the Viper.
No, it's going to have straight up go to an A here.
I know we had, like, the Viper
this could work pretty well. Again, they always have to have some person here, and it's always going to be like a 2-1-2 just because of no Sentinel.
And the cooldown of it is going to be back up for her to pop and really solid to hit. What can you do?
At least the spike doesn't have to go through this smoke.
Tree setup. Ooh, quite a lot of expenditure towards that position, and the cross is coming forward.
They've done the hardest part, which is getting over towards the site. This is pretty good. Keep an eye on the time.
Time to get that plant down. CNED with the first pick. Uncomfortable Trex also gets shut down. Shadows trying to put his name on the board, but this is getting dangerous. The spike is still not down. It's down in spawn. Are they up to get the kills? No time remaining.
CNED hit some shots though, chat.
Huge round for Navi there. They absolutely needed that round. And it came down to the slow play and then the stall, right? Navi playing to their composition, punishing Koi for taking their
Commission, thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it.
Not giving them an option to go for the plant. CNED playing a little bit aggressive.
You're calling an overtime? I mean, they needed this one, so we'll see. Thank you so much, though, dude. Two months in the Slug Club. Appreciate you.
I guess you could also say that Koi
Okay, this is
maybe
the
left
important
that a
one.
little bit
CNED
too
has
late, knowing
knives out,
Navi has
so
got so
that's
much in
really
play.
good for him
Like,
because he's going to be able to
obviously
get his
they
op
didn't know
out
the
if
setup exactly,
they
but,
can win this.
You know, if you look
We'll
at the
see.
setup, it's supposed to be quite a bit
Okay,
there.
Insta gets shot. In terms of this round, chat, pretty big, right? Both of these can't buy next.
That is brutal. Yeah, I do think a big part against playing against the Viper is either A, catching her with your the KO knife, or trying to catch her on the timing of when she brings down the orb, because that cooldown is pretty long on the reactivation. There was an opportunity in the previous round for them to punish that, but I just don't think they were quite in position.
Late punish over towards middle.
Really
Again, they can't rely on having this here, so they decide to get proactive. This makes a lot of sense. So we'll get to the 1 minute 10 mark and they call to just retake middle. They realize that no one's here. They omen flashed us in case there was a reaction, no reaction, and then they have to kind of just settle and get back into it. At the moment, they're just playing so heavy and they're fine to just let them go A main. I think this is a very good call from Koi.
45 seconds is more than enough, don't get me wrong.
Only one of them gets hit, but I like this call, right? They saw that they've been playing double short. I think it's multiple rounds now, and they have the smoke over towards here, so this is pretty good. All goes in. There's a sweet spot up here for Angel to play in. Does have a TP to get out if he try and gets one. Look at the util dump. Keep an eye on the time as well.
Fragment, literally everything. So much stalls, so the lockdown doesn't actually matter.
It doesn't. All that utility just
nullified the effect of
it. Angel is just fragging.
He's in heaven.
No way.
He is literally in heaven, just out dueling everyone on his own. I would like to point out, he is on his own up there.
NAVI,
what
pick up
the
a 6
hell?
and show
But this was a nice hold from Navi.
Just nasty right there. The layering of
if I look at how they're playing at the
on
moment,
spray from the
a
rifle,
burst would work very well. When they give them information that they want to come in like this and they kind of exec, it's a little bit harder. But in terms of just going walk contact, it's going to work very well. I'm not sure they know. I'm not sure they know, basically. We'll keep an eye to see if they do that. As I say that though, Navi looking like they might change up their play style. We'll see.
No armor on Wolfen.
In terms of this buy from Koi, just a straight up hero gun.
Around too long, though. Fights being taken out in mid. We're looking at Koi with pistols. Okay, so this is definitely Navi trying to.
Yeah, even if it gets broken, it's going to get picked up.
6 rounds behind. Potentially after this round, there'll be 3. So this is definitely looking.
This is a lot faster. Okay, so they kind of play over towards A main and then they fall back to short every single time. Nice flash. Do we have the Viper smoke here?
Themselves in positions where they can be easily killed early. You can see everyone kind of holding hands, making sure there's going to be a trade. Because yeah, one player can get caught by the odd sheriff, but if there's a second one there, much more likely you're able to shut that down.
I may be putting you on the spot here, Ender. But if you were Koi, what would you be doing differently? Because obviously they've struggled with similar situations so far on the attack.
Well, I think a lot of the problem comes down to how late they actually work in the fight. I don't think they've been challenged.
That one gets a ban. Wait, did I click at the same time and accidentally remove the ban? Potentially.
I don't think that requires.
Dude, we went to ban at the same time. I was reading it like, what the hell is going on here?
The fights haven't been in main either. It's all been entrenched deep on site, like this.
Yeah, exactly like this. Left it too long. Angel on site, untested, CNED, and
Angel's just getting multi-kills all the time on defense. Okay, big round now coming in from Koi.
A very far angle versus the Sheriffs. Cut down. In theory there, you could even have Zipan swinging out off of the Omen contact into tree, and then these players are like, I have to spin like a 110-degree angle. It's just absolutely gross what you actually have to do.
Yeah, let's see. You might see a timeout now, to be honest with you. I kind of expecting a timeout there.
Got a little bit ambitious, trying to convert into the second.
I'm going to point out something. Koi haven't gone for a timeout in the second half yet. Right?
Who needs a timeout?
Who needs a timeout? Well, apparently Koi do, because they haven't quite figured out
not in for the timeout yet, and they get a buy out of this. So yeah, here we go.
Big old pause at the start of the game.
Important rounds, they do have the KO. Okay, maybe now. Maybe now. This knife goes in. Are we going to contact or are we going to give them information fast?
Cooking against, you know, very strange
a contact will work so well.
Can't imagine they played against that a ton.
Looking like we're going to give them info. How close do we get before the util comes in?
A fresh experience.
Oh, this might be a good call.
Here you have it, right? You're not getting fought in A main, so they're just trying to set up for the attack. And it comes in at 110 because they didn't use that cooldown right off the rep.
They're moving in quickly. That's for sure. Zipan within the smoke, though, is trying to surprise Coldamenta, making sure he's no more Koi.
Really nice read, really nice call. This must have been all down to Coldamenta reading this one. Literally the perfect thing that was going on in terms of this. So yeah, great. Coldamenta deserves some kind of shout out for this one. Let's still see how the 3v5 goes, because the spike still is advantage yet.
For Navi, they've got an Uno reverse card. They've got CNED and Shao, apparently. This is far from done. This is far from over.
Yeah, Teva landed on the roof. Teva landed like here,
I think. Maybe when they reload, Navi will choose to push in. Zenith walking a little bit further forward, his teammate right behind him. All of them from heaven. Breaking the eye. On a bit further, Trex and Shados peek simultaneously, and it's all down to Xiao. They know exactly where he is, they know exactly what he's doing, and they are patient to peek at the
Nicely
right
done.
moment.
Perfect call. Perfect
round,
call from Coldamenta.
That is tough. Koi
I want to see now if Navi change up their approach over towards
their
A.
Options, try to split into site, try to bust on in, but I think the way that they just
See, Ned's got the op out. In terms of money, Navi are really fine. Okay, Navi timeout, so they're definitely changing up their setup now.
Like this. Yes, you can use times where you send out Wingman or you have the KO knife, but I feel like it's just a little bit less reliable than you'd get out of your typical agents. Or, for example, a Killjoy that can have that utility on site. You don't have to prep that. You can just instantly react as the hit is coming on through. They don't have that option. They have to have the forward information to be able to time their util correctly.
I know we had some time at the start of
the fast game, yeah. Dude, it's pretty fun at the moment.
The pits of the Coliseum.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, it's getting relatively close. This is a good timeout from Navi. They really need this round.
I feel like there's like gladiators supposed to walk out of that teleporter, out onto the stage, you know, go to battle.
They definitely got to change up their
fans up above throwing roses on in there for their champion. All the good stuff.
Yeah, I like this other caster.
Maybe not in this day and age.
Yeah.
Who's the caster with Enders?
I feel their weapons are their masters.
I think he's doing really good.
Yes.
Yeah. It's good enough though. Good enough for the action we're seeing.
Do you think that back in the day,
Pavlos, X-Warrior. Okay, yeah.
Cosplay gladiators? Like
I think he's doing great, honestly.
Like, yeah, I'm in my battle attire.
I don't think they'd ever want to be confused as gladiators though, because watching it
that
and
would
being
not be
part
good.
of it is something completely different that I don't think they'd want to be a part of.
Yeah, a little bit more life or death.
I think he was doing a lot of the Polaris stuff.
Just an incy-wincy bit. Koi 2 rounds away from closing this first map out. Navi, though, has had a greater grasp of this defense. Koi just had a greater
that's a nice B main take. You Prowler and then you flash behind it if they go and try and shoot it. Dude, Koi look kind of drilled.
To snowball him ahead. Well, Wolfen's just kind of camped outside of A main, playing a very tight angle actually in front of the alarm.
So in terms of the change up over towards A, it's not too different. They just change where the KO is playing.
On B, maybe end up ulting over towards A later on,
and then we have the op on short, and we're still happy to retake.
Yeah, I'm curious if they will be seeing some creative rotation game going on. Both of the Omens have.
They didn't change too much up on A. Okay, op. Okay, now it makes a lot of sense. At 1 minute or so, once there's no pressure, they put this here. Okay, now it's all making sense. They have like set plays that they go into like at the beginning for the first 20, and then they kind of fall back a bit.
Ned holding it out, can't quite use his dash with a dagger.
This smoke heaven has missed all the time. I'm not gonna lie.
What is going on?
Weird round at the moment. Keep an eye on the minimap. What's going on there?
Sticking to A.
Yeah. Well, because Trex did end up coming all the way over, so they could end up looking for...
way!
Oh.
Wolfen just jet diffed Zenith, and he doubles up onto Suigetsu. 2 players without their heads, and now Navi left with 3. Their backs are really up against the wall. This is the first map of the series, and Navi's map no less. Losing this puts them at a really bad spot.
Zippen and Xiao have to do something. They've got so many flashes to work with, but Trex over on Cat. Xiao needed to find that fight. Now
he stuck that, of course he stuck it. It's Angel.
Down that kill.
Oh, and
of course he did.
Moving further and further away. Xiao very, very eager to pick Trex off.
But there could be even another flank. You can see that Shados is actually now taking down the Cat.
Coin playing it comfortable,
yeah, look at this.
Safe.
Shados is the security.
As you said, they've got the guarantee of the rotation, the backstab. Xiao.
Just delaying time for Shados to get into the pulse. Nice Omen flash. Shados can just run.
And he's there, finally making his presence
Koi look really good at the moment. Really good.
And Koi on match point.
5 chances to finish this. What's the money like? Money's still fine for Navi. We got
Shados leading from the
I have
front
no idea
well.
what it's called. We got Fishbra
kicking things off on the Killjoy with 24 kills.
Chat, what on earth is this all called?
Yeah, I mean his defensive half was nuts. His attacking half
Thrash.
Also
okay, yeah.
The clutch factor from him has been fantastic. Late in rounds, he's always good for his.
I mean, Zenith was out with his scope on the operator. Maybe it was just a millisecond
so
where he
simple,
looked at the map or something.
Honestly, we're just going to call it
Wolfen
Fish.
was able to be out in the middle of the entrance of A and still be faster to the trigger than Zenith.
Oh yeah.
That speaks volumes.
Just better in that instance. And Koi too, it looked like they came up with that sort of on the fly because they had the Omen ult. They wanted to get him into backside. Hey, wanted to go heavy on the dive with that. That's actually why they rotated Trex, because they still needed some kind of mid-lurk. The shot doesn't connect.
Oh, he's needed
Oh,
some
he gets
timing.
out.
Wow.
Forced out
How
a
does
lot
he
here,
live
though.
there?
Forced out the dash, forced out the
22 points
dash,
of health.
forced out the
Still
Omen
breathing,
flash.
still
Pretty
living,
nice.
still with the ability to use his gun.
Still got the
But
thrash.
Navi, you can tell the pressure is on. They're just making a
Going
few little
over back
mistakes here and
towards A,
there.
it's been working so
we saw a
well.
lot
They
of
have
players approaching,
slightly
so quickly
changed their
trying to
setup.
split
They're
into A,
fighting
but
a
the
little
stall
bit
is here
heavier
once again.
in terms of the choke points. This is nice
What
though.
is
How are you
this
getting
happening?
through this?
You can't enter from short, you can't enter from main. Good luck with that.
But they have 50 seconds.
Yeah,
now.
nice
Time is
retake
there. It's
of
not
middle
those
in terms of the
Angels,
reaction.
it's
I like
shred.
this.
And when the utility's obsolete, there are guns there to stop you. Suigetsu in the corner to 50 points of health. Brings out the classic. Angel's there to help though. The captain is here to stop them. Shadows doubles up.
Nah,
and there's a
chat.
grand
Nah,
opportunity for
nah,
Koi
nah.
to bring it
Oh,
right
boy.
back up. Lockdown
The
available.
fish is out.
Thrasher thrown. Trex, he's in big trouble. Seen it. Shut him
Shade
down.
has got
And it's
another
down to
kill.
Shao. Alone. Lockdown tries to kill
Oh my
Trex,
god,
but Trex
chat.
has got his number.
Shados is
Map
probably the
number
best
one.
player in the world after
To
watching
Koi.
this. That's such a soul, yeah. Yeah, literally give him everything. All the drinks he wants, everything.